New. Okay. I think we are finally live, guys. The lighting situation this morning is pretty bad because I am actually sitting at my desk. I'm going to do my makeup while we go. And yeah, because this week has been pretty hectic for me. So I'm going to do my makeup while we go and talk to you about my week. And also, let's talk about some makeup. So if this gets too much for you guys, like if the lighting gets too much, let me know. I can quickly stop the live stream and relocate to our normal situation. So just let me know. What was I going to say? So firstly, apologies about yesterday. So I set my alarms for like 4:30 to get up and have a chat to you guys from 5 to 6, and my alarms didn't go off. So I'm not sure what is going on there, but I made sure this morning that I set like 3 or 4 alarms, so if one failed, then the next one would go off and the next one would go off. And we had alarms this morning. I'm not sure what happened this morning, but I remember setting alarms and they didn't go off. So that's why I wasn't able to jump on yesterday as per normal schedule. But I woke up at like 5 to 6 and my mum was picking me up at 6 o'clock. So I was quickly like slapping on makeup, brushing my teeth, washing my face, finding clothes, running around like a headless chook. And so yesterday I went on a shopping tour with my mum and mum-in-law. I'm not really going to do a haul because I didn't really get anything exciting. We just went to like a bookstore and kitchen stuff, so it's all fairly boring stuff that I picked up. Some totally random stuff that I picked up, but yeah, not really enough for a haul. We didn't really go anywhere like the Estee Lauder corporate store. We didn't do anything like that, so it wasn't really, I don't know, I enjoyed it, but I mean, I think it could have been better. But anyway, that's that. And then this morning, well today, I am headed off to Brisbane again because I am helping out at the Brisbane Hair and Beauty Expo. My makeup school like put a call out to have some assistance and I put my hand up. Hopefully, I'm not sure whether it's going to be an all-day event. Hopefully it may not be an all-day event, so I might be able to actually go around, have a look at the stalls, and then like get back here at a reasonable time. I have a 2-hour drive to and from Brisbane, so it would be nice if I can get back at a reasonable time. So that's what I'm doing today. Let me know if any of you guys are going to be in Brisbane for the Hair and Beauty Expo and what you're planning on picking up. I saw last night that Inglet's going to be there, so I thought maybe, I don't know, I think my husband would be pretty mad, but I would like to complete my pigment collection. And I am really keen on getting a like travel bag to put my kit in. So those are the two things I've got my eye on for the makeup show. But let's get into what I have my eye on for the Mecca and Sephora new beauty releases. And the first thing that I have my eye on is the Peaches and Cream collection. This thing is like the first thing that's popped up. Mecca must know that they have a lot of hype about this collection because it's like scrolling at the top of their homepage with a countdown on it. So I'm really interested in the foundation. I don't think they're going to have it on their website. I will check. I don't think this is going to work today, guys. Anyway, I might bring it up on my computer and we can switch screens. So I'm just going to show you guys my my screen. Just make sure we got no comments before we jump over there, because comments aren't the easiest thing to show you when comments aren't the easiest thing for me to see while I am showing you my screen. So let me just make sure I've got the right buttons to press to show you my screen. Okay, so no. No. There we go. Okay, pressing the wrong buttons. So you guys should be seeing my screen right now. So as I said, this Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection right here, this one right here. I wonder if they have, nope, maybe not. Let's go into the Too Faced section and see if we can find anything from the Peaches and Cream collection. Did you guys, any of you, buy anything from the sales that they had on? Yeah, it doesn't look like they have anything in the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection on their website just yet, but I am interested in the foundation and the powders and probably the setting spray. But I probably won't be able to get my hands on any of it for a long time, because I kind of want to go in store and pick it up, because anytime I've purchased anything online recently in terms of like makeup with foundation matches and anything like that have been a total fail for me. So yeah, I think I might check it out in store before I commit to buying anything. So first item on the agenda is the Ray Morris Invisible Mattifier Powder, and this is an $80 pressed powder. So I am pretty interested. I mean, Ray Morris is an amazing makeup artist. I really admire her. She's like the bomb when it comes to the makeup industry. So I feel like this powder is going to be amazing because she knows what she's doing. But $80 is a hefty price. 13 grams. The packaging for $80 is fairly basic, I want to say, but in saying that, she's a makeup artist. She's designing things from a makeup artist perspective, not really a consumer perspective. So that's why it's going to have simple makeup, simple packaging, and it's just going to be one of those fuss-free sorry guys, it's going to be one of those fuss-free packaging, so you can just whack it open while you're on set or while you're on a job and use it, not have to fuss around with any kind of packaging, trying to open it, different things like that. I just want to see, we have one 4-star review which says, love it, I have large pores but don't like to wear much flat matte foundation. This helps keeps areas around my pores smooth I'm assuming she means without looking cakey. Also goes over any colours so doesn't disturb blush. Okay, so that sounds very interesting. I want to go in store and have a little feel of the powder, but I think this would be something that I want to eventually try. Maybe not anytime soon for an $80 powder, but I am definitely interested. Let me know if you have tried this yet, or if you're interested, if it's on your wish list. I would love to know. So while I'm just waiting for my screen to load back up, I'm just going to go in with this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm going to pop this on my face. This is in my project pan, so that's why I'm using it, and I found it goes quite well under some of my really matte foundations, so that's why I'm using it. My skin's dry during winter at the moment, so that is why I have been using it, and I have actually been quite enjoying it. My foundations that are like really full coverage foundations seem to be going well over the top of it and not making my skin look really hideous by the end of the day. So the next one here is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. So this is a $42 mascara. Right off the top of the bat, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a no. It does have a 4.7 star rating. I'm not doubting the fact that this is probably an amazing mascara, but I don't think I can justify $42 for it. That's a little bit expensive. Everyone's saying it's amazing mascara, it's their new fave, it's divine, 12 hours or later still going strong. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at getting a sample of this in one of my Beauty Loop boxes. I mean, it would have been cool if we could have got this in one of our most recent Beauty Loop boxes, or even the next Beauty Loop box. But I want to try this before I buy it first, because $42 is a big chunk of change for a mascara. These kind of brush tips though, for mascara are usually what I tend to go for. So I think I probably would like it, but I don't wear mascara enough to justify $42. I've said many times before, I don't wear mascara on a daily basis. It upsets my eyes, it flakes into my eyes get really sore and irritated. I sit in front of a computer like 12 plus hours a day, so my eyes get really strained and sensitive from a computer, and it just makes my life easier when I don't wear mascara. So I'm just going in, I've got the Too Faced Shadow Insurance here on my ring fingers, and I'm just popping that on my eyelids. Okay, next we have the Hourglass Scattered Glitter Eyeshadow. So these are like a cream glitter eyeshadow. I want to say they're like the Stila glitters, but I don't think they pack as much of a punch. These are more of like an everyday wash of colour, everyday wear colour. They have some beautiful colours. They've got a gold, a champagne, a pink, a taupe and a copper. So these are probably more similar to your, what are they called? I've got one right here. The Maybelline Colour Tattoos. So more like a high-end version of that kind of deal. I'm going to say no again. I mean, it does have 3 stars. Sorry, it does have 3 reviews with all 5 stars. $42 though, once again, it's a little bit expensive. I want to play with these in store before I commit. I do have a lot of products already like this that I can use as a pop of sparkle on the eyelid or anything like that. So all these reviews are saying it's a beautiful product and they're a great sparkle and shine, and it's a great glitter. So that's yeah, I think it's going to be a pass on these ones as well. I mean, I will check them out in store by all means, but I don't really use products like this. I like to have a powder on my lid or something that will dry down. I'm not sure if these dry down completely. That would be something I would have to check out. They are beautiful if you are interested in something like this. These would be great for anyone that just wants something to slap on over the lid and quickly blend out in the crease and outer corner. They would look stunning, like easy, stunning products to use on the go, but just not for me. Just I've had my Maybelline colour tattoos in my project pan I think for the last 2 years and have barely made a dent, so it's not really a product that I reach for all that much. I'm then just taking my Smashbox Full Exposure mini palette and dipping into my colour that I used to set my primer. It's just the pale creamy colour in the palette, and I'm just slapping that all over my lid. Okay, what else do we have here? I like the packaging on this all-nighter. It's very cool. Ooh, Big Colour Lash Top Coat. Lancome Big Colour Lash Top Coat. I think these are like the coloured mascaras, which I'm pretty keen to try a coloured mascara. I don't know whether I think I spoke about this in last month's live, whether I'd be willing to pay $35 for a coloured mascara. But I would probably, I still haven't had a chance to go to like Priceline and check out what kind of coloured mascaras they have. But this is, what colours have they got? They've got a yellow, a gold, a pink, a blue, and a green for $35. This doesn't have any reviews on it. I mean, $35 is probably the limit I would pay for a mascara. For a coloured mascara though, it would be way over my limit for a mascara. I'm not really willing to pay $35 for a mascara, especially a coloured mascara. What do you guys think? Have you tried a good coloured mascara, and do you think they're worth it? Like, do you wear it enough to justify the price tag? I don't think I would wear it enough to justify a $35 price tag. I don't even get decent value out of a black mascara, let alone a coloured one. So I think it's going to be a pass on this Lancome Big Lash Top Coat. I love the product names that they come up with. Okay, then we have these Kevyn Aucoin Neo blushes. These Kevyn Aucoin products really interest me. I think they look really beautiful in the pan. $55 for a blush though is a little bit expensive in my eyes. The beauty of this though is it's kind of like you are paying for a blush palette. So yeah, so you basically get like 3 or 4 colours in one. They have 4 different shades in this. They've got grapevine, they've got Sunset, which I don't think that would be very good for my colour, the Sunset. The Rose Cliff and, did you just change? Pink Sand. So I'd probably go for Rose Cliff or this Grapevine colour if I was going to pick one up. I mean, I'm interested, and it probably would be something I would like to get eventually. I think I have one of the contouring books from Kevin Kwan, and I'm pretty impressed by it. But it's not something that I'm going to rush out and pick up because $55 is a fairly steep price for a makeup product. So I think for the immediate time now, it's going to be a no. Potentially in the future though, it would be something that I would pick up. I know last year, I think for Christmas, they brought out a pack of 3 of the their highlighters, like in a mini version, I think. So if they could do that at Christmas time with these blush palettes, I would be all over it, because these blush palette pans are pretty big. I think they're smaller than the highlighters, but they're still fairly big. Then we have the Bare Minerals Gen Nude palettes. These palettes look really pretty, actually. I think they've released, I thought there was 4 shades, but maybe there's only 2. Maybe only 2 have come to Australia. So these are 6-pan palettes, and there's a latte shade and a copper shade. These are really pretty, and I love the Gen Nude formula, so this is definitely going to be something that I'm going to go in store and swatch. Check out the packaging on these. They're beautiful. How beautiful is that packaging? This is definitely going to be something that I'm going to check out. I think these would be great little travel palettes, similar to like my little Smashbox full exposure palette that I have here, but obviously much better quality. If you haven't tried the Bare Minerals eyeshadow formula yet, you need to try it because it is pretty bomb. And they do their like neutral colours really well. So I am definitely going to check out those palettes with the 6. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? These ones. I'm definitely going to check these ones out in store because I love the Gen Nude formula. Ooh, the Contour Duo on the go. This would be a great way to try the Kevin Kwan products if you haven't tried them yet. I've tried his contour and highlight. I've got his little contouring book, and I do quite like his products. So this has got the Celestial Powder and Candlelight and the Sculpting Powder. So Kevin Kwan is like a makeup artist, so he kind of knows what he's doing. $36 for a duo I think is a pretty reasonable price. So if you are interested in trying his products, I think this is a great way to try them out. You get 2 products basically for the price of one. His single products are fairly exy, but at least this way you get to try the contour and the highlight. I think Candlelight is like his cult favourite, or his cult following highlight. My brain's not working this morning. Hasn't kicked into gear yet. So that's that one. This one's not for me. I have both of these colours already in my collection, but I just wanted to point it out that if you wanted to try his products, then there's definitely that good deal there for you. Scrolling through, go to page 2. There's not much that has been released just yet. I will talk about this. I don't think I spoke about it last month, the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. So I went in store and swatched this and I wasn't really impressed, so I didn't pick it up. I know a lot of people are singing the praises of this palette. Just switch the photo over so you can see better. I know a lot of people are singing the praises of this palette, but I swatched it and I just wasn't all that impressed. So I gave it a miss. For $76, I think it's a decent eyeshadow palette. It does kind of have everything, but I just wasn't that impressed with the formula and how it's swatched. I know a lot of people are saying that it's a beautiful palette, but it just doesn't really inspire me. There's not really any colours in there that grab my attention. I do like these kind of purples here and this orange here and these colours here, but everything else to me is just a bit meh. None of the colours really have any vibrancy or anything in my opinion, which is kind of the mood that I'm in at the moment. It's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment. So that is why I passed up on that one. Let me know, guys, if any of you have picked this up and what your thoughts are on it. Do you have a different opinion to me? Because I would love to know how you're getting on with this palette. Lots of reviews are saying that it's an amazing palette, it's a must-have palette, it's worth it, it's mind-blowing, an absolute must-have. But for me, I don't know, I just swatched it and I was really underwhelmed with what came off the swatch. So that's why I know sometimes you have to give palettes the benefit of the doubt because they're not, like, they don't swatch well, but they show up really well on the eyes. But I have enough palettes and these colours just don't inspire me. Moving on, we have a new Ray Morris brush, which obviously is glorious and I would love to try. $75 for a brush is expensive, but they're made in Japan, like handmade in Japan, so the price is kind of worth it, but I just don't have the spare change at the moment to be buying expensive brushes again. What else do we have here? Oh, the Mecca Beauty Queen palette. I was going to pick this up to review for you guys, but it came down to something where I was like, do I need this to review and never what, like, I was like, do I need this to review and never use again, or do I just not review it? And I was like, how about I just save the $38 and not pick it up and just pretend that I didn't promise to review it. I mean, it's a nice palette. I just would never use it. I would probably use it more for a blush palette and maybe a highlighter palette than an eyeshadow palette. But I was just really underwhelmed by it. I did swatch it and there were some nice colours, like these colours up the top here. Let's pop it up. The colours up in the top row up here are really nice, like highlighter colours, but these ones down in the corner here, the darker colours, they just don't swatch all that well. The ones in the middle row would be nice, like blushes, but I just don't need it. I just don't need it. I didn't want it, so I just didn't pick it up. The Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick palette. Shimmer bricks used to be all the rage, like all the bloody rage, and they just kind of died off, I think, because people started to realise that they weren't all that great, so they kind of just dropped off the radar. But Bobbi Brown is still kind of, well, Bobbi Brown doesn't even own Bobbi Brown anymore, but they're kind of still beating a dead horse with this shimmer brick formula. They always release these palettes with old shimmer bricks. I don't think I've seen a new shimmer brick come out in ages. They've got like new designs with the shimmer bricks, but this kind of striped formula dealio, I haven't seen a new one in ages. I have Wild Rose, and is it Wild Rose? Yes, I have Wild Rose, and I mean, I'm not the biggest fan. It's in my project pan. I hardly ever touch it. And then there's, what colour have we got? Gold and bronze. Bronze was like all the rage back in like OG YouTube times, everyone was raving about bronze. It's like a cult, old school cult following. It's not even in stock anymore. And $140 for 3 shimmer bricks is a little bit expensive. I don't think they're worth it. I personally just don't think they're worth it. They advertise them as this like really versatile product, but no, does anybody actually use them for anything other than a highlighter? Like, really? I don't think they do. So it's going to be a hard pass on that one. And then we have the Too Faced Melted Matte Lip Trio. this has Wine Not, Queen Bee, and Holy Chic. I have Queen Bee, but I don't think I have the other two. But I don't feel like I should pick up a pack just because I haven't got the two. I would still have an extra one of a product that, I mean, I like Queen Bee, but I don't wear it enough to really justify buying more. So I think it's going to be a pass on this pack as well. I think it's a really good value. If you don't have any of these yet, I think it's a really good value. But if you have any of them, it's probably not as good of a value. So if you have one or two of them, I would probably pass. If you don't have any of them, I think you should pick this up because these colours are really pretty colours. They're great colours, and this is a great way to get a try of the product. You get to try 3 colours for a reasonable price. Too Faced packs are usually very good value. So that's that. I just wanted to sales, that's what I was going to do. My mind just went blank for a second. I just want to run through the sales section and see if there's anything still on sale that I would recommend for you guys. They did have a sale where everything was like 50% off. So I'm just going to quickly run through and see if there's anything that I would recommend for you. I haven't tried the Vice Liquid lipsticks, so I can't vouch for them. I'm not going to pick any up. I'm just trying to not pick up any more lip products, I guess you could say, because I have a lot and I'm struggling to pan the ones that I've got. So I'm passing on all them. NARS Albatross is a nice highlighter, but I don't think it's worth the hype. I think there's a lot prettier highlighters out these days that are worth the hype. I think most of the sale stuff is probably sold out already, so that's why there's not much here. No, a lot of the stuff's already sold out. I've noticed they've sold out of they had the Hourglass Confession Lipsticks Vault for, I think they were $490. I've noticed that they don't have them here anymore, so they must have sold them all. I think $490 for that vault was a steal because they were, I think it was over $900 and you got 30 lipsticks in it. So if you could have got that for $400, I think it's a pretty good steal. We're going to jump on over to Sephora now. We'll see if there's anything here. If there's not, then we'll sign off for the day. And just make sure I don't have any comments sitting there to answer. Yep. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the Fenty Moroccan Spice eyeshadow palette. I'm just already going to say no to this one. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. The Fenty eyeshadow palettes don't really grab me. I do really like this packaging though. This packaging is beautiful. It's packaging right here is so pretty. But it's going to be a no. $82 for an eyeshadow palette from Fenty. Everyone's saying it's really good. Yeah, I don't know whether I believe them. Like the colours are nice. This blue here looks pretty cool. The rest are just a bit meh. I already have a million golds. I have a million of these colours. This green colour, this forest green here is quite nice, but I have it already, so I don't need this palette. So I'm going to pass on that one and save myself the $82. This little lip duo though interests me. I mean, I didn't hear the greatest things about the Fenty lipsticks, but I'm intrigued by this little duo. Like $28 for two little mini lipsticks. They're only 1 gram though, so $28 is probably a lot for 2 grams of product. But I think this little pack is a great way of trying them. This colour here, this orange, will probably not work for me at all, so I'm going to say no to this pack. I don't need any more mini lipsticks. I'm trying to pan enough as it is, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle trying to pan as many lip products as I have because it's just not happening at the moment. Oh, Beauty Blender. And we have Beauty Blender Insta Cleansing Spray and the Beauty Blender Defender. This Defender, I mean, it's alright for travel. If you are traveling a lot to throw your Beauty Blender in, I think it would be a good idea having something like this. So you don't have things like poking your Beauty Blender or anything like this. This is really weird to me, this Insta Clean Cleansing Spray. It just, my head just can't get around how this works. It's a waterless cleaning spray that works quickly and easily to help lift surface stains, so your beauty blenders and makeup brushes are always in prime condition no matter where you are. So, oh, it's got lavender oil in it. So if you are sensitive to lavender oil or smells, don't buy this at all because it's got lavender oil in it. It's going to be scented with lavender. Why would you even bother? Like, 3 ingredients. I'm interested to see if it does actually lift surface stains like it says it does. That's one thing that really frustrates me about beauty blenders is the like surface stains that it gets. So for total like what's the word, materialistic or visual purposes, I would probably try this to see if it purely got rid of the surface stains off my beauty blenders and off my like miracle complexion sponges. Just purely for selfish reasons, just purely for the look. But other than that, like, I wouldn't actually use it to clean my brushes. I like to get in there almost every day and like deep clean my sponges because it's just like a breeding ground for bacteria. So I wash these bad boys like every single day, my beauty blenders and all my sponges. The Zoeva collection, I still haven't tried any Zoeva products, but these just don't speak to me, so I'm going to pass on both of these. This is the highlighter palette and the eyeshadow palette. They just don't call to me, and the colours just aren't really what I'm into at the moment. So I'm going to pass on both of them. I've heard Zoeva have a great formula, so if you want to try some of their kind of middle range eyeshadow palettes, so you can pick them up. Check them out when the Sephora sale is on. That's the best time to pick anything like that up. What else do we have here? You guys have anything? Do you have your eye on anything at Sephora or Mecca? These little mini palettes are pretty cool. How Zoeva have done the mini palettes. I think they're a great idea for travel. They've got like a mini version of all their larger palettes. No. Definitely no. Creaseless Concealer Brush Limited Edition, $34. This is one of those toothbrush brushes. No thank you. No. Not happening. Not going to buy it. Let's have a look. No. No, no, no. It looks like that would not fit in my makeup holders, my makeup brush holders. That handle would not fit. No. I like how they make it look like it would stand up by itself, but I would imagine that it probably doesn't. It's probably way too top heavy to stand up by itself. What else do we have? Ooh, these are pretty. The white ones. Are they white or are they pale pink? And the picture's not going to load. Oh no, there we go. Okay, I think it's like a very pale pink. Maybe it's a white. They're very pretty though. I like the brushes, the white and gold. Dry bar. I don't need a new hair straightener or hair dryer. This Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Everyone seems to be talking about this at the moment, and it seems to have pretty good reviews. So I'm interested to see what this one's like and check it out. $70 for a 50ml foundation is pretty reasonable, I reckon. Normally foundations are about 30ml, I believe. So $70 for a 50ml foundation, I think that's a pretty good deal. Oh, don't mind me, guys. I'm just stretching and yawning. Yeah, so I'm intrigued by this foundation. I think they have a fairly reasonable shade range. I mean, it obviously could go darker, but I think for an initial release, I think that it's a fairly decent shade range. It's not the worst shade range I've ever seen by any means, but I'm interested in checking this one out. It's going to be no on the brow palettes, no on the brushes, no on the face palettes. Dior's just never really interested me. Their prices are pretty steep for, I'm going to say, mediocre products. So none of this really is interesting me at all. A lip palette. Weird. RGK Beach Club sprays, Sunday Fun Day texture foam. I think this is all. Can never quite keep up with Sephora because I feel like they do keep a lot of their new stuff in the new section for ages. So every time I come back, there's so much in the new section that was there last month. So I struggle to keep up with what I've mentioned and what I haven't mentioned. Like this. Is this really new? Is this really new, Sephora? You have it on sale for 50% off and you're saying it's new. Right. And Benefit products, like Benefit eyebrow products. The new collection's been out for ages. I think that might be it for this morning, everyone. There doesn't really seem to be anything else oh, Benefit Mini Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. So is this a mini size? Yeah, so this is the mini size. So 6ml for $17 is a little bit ridiculous. Like, I've seen somebody got this from with their Sephora perks or something, and this thing is tiny. Like, it is so tiny, and they're charging $17 for it. It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, it is the tiniest little thing I've ever seen. So I'm not going to pick up the mini, and I probably won't pick up the foundation either, because I haven't heard the greatest about the foundation. And let's open it up. They don't have the best shade range. Like, what have they got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They've only got 12 colours. And yeah, it doesn't interest me. The bottle's really cute. That's about it. Yeah, it doesn't really interest me. People are saying that they highly recommend it for those who need lighter coverage. Foundation for everyday wear. Really nice natural finish. Not the best. Not for dry skin. Okay. So I have oily skin, so it'll probably be alright for me, but I don't really like really light coverage foundation. I feel like if I'm going to be bothered to go to the effort of putting foundation on, then I want it to like make an impact, basically. So it's going to be a pass on the Benefit foundation. Oh, Foreo have like sheet masks. Are they sheet masks? Activated mask. I have no idea what that is. I'm sure I've already spoken about these Obsession eyeshadow palettes. It was a no, just in case you missed that episode. Oh, the Dream Glow kit. I'm gonna say no already. I'm a little bit over Sephora's coloured. Sorry, I'm a little bit over Anastasia's coloured highlighter palettes. I have the Aurora Glow kit and I hardly ever use it, so that's why I'm not really into the coloured highlighter palettes anymore. They're just a bit old, a bit behind the times. I feel like coloured eyeshadow palettes were a little bit last year, and for $77 I'm gonna pass on the Dream Glow kit. I think that's probably it. These FOMO holographic hair foams are a little bit weird. They're like, from what I understand, they're like a dry shampoo that puts iridescence into your hair. Let's see. Oh, no, mute. Oh, low battery. Do you see that? Whoops. Let's just have a look at this. This might be the last product we talk about, guys, because I have low battery. FOMO holographic hair foam. Okay, yep, pink. Yep, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Dispense. Oh, comb. Oh, sponge. Don't put that on your sponge. Oh, gosh. Oh, no, no, no. I may be infused with that, but I'm still not going to put it on my hair. Makes your hair look dirty. Okay, that's a little bit cool, but no boring hair ever. I think I'll stick with my boring hair. I feel like this would potentially, I don't know, I'm scared it will dye my hair and I'll never be able to get glitter off my scalp ever again. So I'm going to say no for that, because I don't need glitter irritating my scalp. I think that's probably going to be it for today, everyone. Let me just go back to my camera. And let's just move this so I can say goodbye to you all. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I don't even know how long we've been streaming for, almost 32 minutes. So I think that's a pretty decent time to be chatting to you all. Normally I would probably try and stick on for a little bit longer, but today I've just got to run, unfortunately, and we had a little bit of a delay with... I upgraded my internet in the hope to make it a little bit easier to stream better quality for you guys, but it doesn't seem to have changed anything at all, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're going to have to try and sort something out for that, because I don't know, there's nothing worse than a poor quality live stream, so I apologise about that. I also want to apologise again for any of you that got up really early or were hanging around to watch me yesterday. I'm sorry. My alarms, I still can't figure out what went on yesterday, but that's that. And I've just died. I'm so sorry. Let me get my... power cord before we completely die. So that's going to be it for today, everyone. Thanks. Okay. I think we're back. So I'm going to sign off. So as I was saying before I got cut off, I'm sorry about being cut off as well. All my apologies for this morning. I think they're done. I have to race off and finish off my makeup. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. Thanks for chatting with me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I apologise for all the interruptions or any inconvenience that I caused for you yesterday. I'm sorry for anyone that woke up really early to hang out with me and I wasn't there. So yeah, that's it. I hope you have a fantastic day. Rest of your weekend, enjoy it. If you're at the Hair and Beauty Expo and you see me, come say hi. And that's it, everyone. I will close off now and see you next month in the live. Goodbye, everyone.